I'm Olivia and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we'll be making this gorgeous long skirt with a sneaky little side opening on either side. I just want to make a disclaimer that this is not my idea. I saw it of somebody on TikTok. I think it's Tungy Rose. I will tag her here on TikTok because I honestly don't know. But I just thought that like I would love to have seen a tutorial on how to make this when I was learning to crochet. So if you want to see how it was done, feel free to stick around to the end. And I'll give a little try on haul as well. So let's get started. So what you'll need is about 6 or 7 balls of yarn. I've got 6 at the moment. A 2mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. And like a sewing needle. But I will find that at some later point. So to start, what we're going to do is I'm going to make a chain. We'll start by making a slip knot. So twist the yarn, catch, pull through. And then I'm going to make a chain of 72. So 1, so yarn around your needle, pull through, that's 2. Yarn around your needle, pull through, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll meet you once I've done 72. Okay, so I've chained 72 and now we're going to chain 2 and go into that 72nd stitch with a double crochet. So what that is, around your needle, through the stitch, catch the yarn on the other side, pull through so you have 3 loops, catch the yarn on the other side, pull through so you have 2 loops, and then pull through again so you have 2 loops. So, and then we basically just going in the top little circle of each stitch. So that's your stitch that we're working into. So it's like, it looks like a braid, but it's that top one there. So we're just gonna crochet our way, we'll double crochet our way to the other side of the chain, and I'll meet you once we're there. So we're just making a double crochet into that very last stitch. Then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, flip my work around, and then we're going to make a double crochet in every stitch. So basically this is such a simple pattern. It's double crocheting in every single stitch for however many rows you want or like you need for your skirt to be long enough. So you're basically just making one long rectangle, well actually 2 long rectangles. So I'll meet you once I've done enough rows and I'll keep you updated if need be along the way. So I'll meet you soon. Okay, so I am coming to the end of 91 rows, but you could do however many rows you want, like according to what length you want it. So I'm just going to cut it off and fasten off the yarn like so, and then tug on it. Okay, so this we've got our long skirt now, so this is the width, and then once you have done the other half of the skirt, you'll end up sewing them together. So I'll show you what we're going to do now. So I've got both the sides of the skirt lined up. So we're gonna like line them up perfectly. Actually, no, so the side where you started on both sides must line up like so. So I started on this end, and we're sewing the sides together like that until like there. Or you go shorter or longer or however you want. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do this. So I've got my two sides lined up. I'm going to stick my needle through that top stitch there on both sides. And then you're going to take your yarn that you're going to be working with. I'm going to make a slip knot quickly. And then I'm going to catch the slip knot and pull it through both the stitches. So now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet the two pieces together. So you're basically just going through both sides. I'll show you. So here, like that, going through both sides, and you make a single crochet. And I'm crocheting over the strands and keeping them to the left, so I don't have to deal with the like stray pieces of yarn once I'm finished. So we're gonna be doing this until about there. So I'll meet you once I've done that. So it's not that difficult. I'll just show you maybe one more time for reassurance. So you go through that piece of the square, through this next piece of the square, catch the yarn on the other side, pull it through, and then catch the yarn again and pull through both the loops. So it's pretty easy. Okay, so I finished crocheting down the side of the skirt, and just for reference, I've crocheted down 32 centimeters, and you're going to want to do this for the other side as well. So I'll meet you once I have completed this side, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. So we've now done we sewed the seams together on both sides of the skirt, and what you're going to do is now I'm going to get an elastic like so, like this. So we're going to be putting an elastic in for the waistband, so it sits on your hips or like lower waist, actually yeah, hips. So what you can choose to do is either have it like that and fold the material over, so like that, and it'll be working with a double of crocheting, so it'll be a little bit thicker. Or you could just choose to take a sewing machine and sew along the top of the skirt, like sew the elastic to the waistband, so it's just a single layer really and just the waistband. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over just because I think it will look neater. So what you're going to want to do before you get started sewing the elastic to the waistband is you're going to want to sew the elastic together. So the measurement, my elastic is 65 centimeters, and the measurement for around the waist, well, hips, is 77 centimeters. So obviously you need to make it a bit tighter so the elastic sits instead of just like falling off, you know. So I'm just gonna sew the elastic. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is how it's going to be done. I'm going to take that and we're going to fold it over, and there must just be a little bit of space so you can actually fit in your yarn and crochet needle to sew the pieces down. Stick your needle into the stitch like that, so through the other side, and then you're gonna catch your slip knot, and then, but you can kind of see the stitches you're going through. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but and you catch, and then you pull it through the other side. And then what we're gonna do is gonna make sure that this elastic is like tight to the seam as possible. So we're gonna just stick the needle here, go through that top stitch there, then catch the yarn and pull it through, and then you take, and we're going to slip stitch it. So let me just show you what that is. You want to pull it through. Let me just get it, all the strands of yarn on the hook, and then you're going to pull it through like so. Then we're going to stick it through our needle through the next stitch, and then through the stitch on the other side, catch the yarn, pull through. So I missed that there. Pull through, and then pull through again. So you can see we're going to just be working around the elastic until we get back to the same point, and I'll meet you. It's going to take time, but it will look more professional, I think, well, neater. I don't know if you want me to just show you a few more times. So through the stitch on the opposite side, catch the yarn, pull through, and then pull through again. So it's pretty easy. So I finished slip stitching around, well, the elastic under, like to the waistband, and this is kind of what it should look like. You can see it's quite neat, and then I'll just flip it inside out to just show you what it looks like. So this is the waistband, you can see, like that, and it just is just a bit stretchy. And then you have to, like, I'll just weave that away. And then once you've weaved away all these little like side strings, like at the edges here, you are finished. So I'll meet you once we're done that, and I'll give you a little try on haul as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Here's the try on haul as promised. Thanks for sticking around and watching till the end.